Good morning, class. We start off with our first lesson in economics, that is development. Now, to understand development, we have to first understand growth, which is a smaller concept of development. Growth is basically increase in size. Now, what do you mean by increase in size? Just like the clothes that you wore last year, you have outgrown of it this year. That means your size has increased. Similarly, when we are talking in terms of economics or economy, that means volume of goods have increased, that is, growth has taken place in the economy. And how does the growth in the economy takes place? It is when production in the primary sector, secondary sector and the tertiary sector takes place. So, growth has happened in the economy. Now, getting back to development, which is a bigger concept. When we say that development has taken place, that means there has been a progress, prosperity or change in the outlook. Now, change in the outlook means that socially there has been a social development. So, development encompasses two things. One is economic development and the other is social development. How does social development take place? People are educated, people are healthy, so that enhances their quality of life. Now, different people will have different goals of development. If you look into your books on page number 4, there is an activity which says the different category of people and their developmental goals or aspirations. Now, the first example they give you is an example of a landless rural laborer. We have done it in Palampur that there were people who had lost their lands and they worked on the other's land as tenants. So, what do you think could be the developmental goal of these landless people? The first development goal would be not land, because the first thing they require is that they get a regular job or they are getting a regular daily wage. So their first developmental goal is that they get a regular job. The second that they can aspire for is maybe a land on which they can work. Further, they can aspire that their children go to school. And next, they can aspire that they also are a part of the village panchayat. So you have various examples over here, that is prosperous farmers from Punjab. What would be the developmental goal? He is already a progress farmer. So what does he desire is that his output or his harvest should be good. Because he has more income, therefore he can afford his children to go and study abroad. Then he would also wish that the people working in his farm are as cheap laborers and he can earn more profit. So you have various examples like the rural woman from a land-owning family, an urban uneducated youth, a boy from a rich urban family, a girl from a rich urban family, let's take a girl from a rich urban family. She is already rich, she has enough money. So what would be her aspirations or what would be her goals? It is not money in this case, it would be being a girl, she gets that freedom, she gets that respect in the family that she desires for. So development for her would be respect in the family, the freedom given to her, no comparison of the girl with the boy or the brothers in the family. That would be her developmental goal. Another example is the Adivasi from the Narmada Valley. Now, Adivasis living in the Narmada Valley, because of the construction of the Sardar Sarovar Dam, they were asked to be displaced. Now, displacement of these Adivasis means no regular income because they are confined in their own area. So, developmental goal for the Adivasis would be that they get a proper place, they can earn some daily wages and they are settled somewhere. So, after going through these various examples, we come to the conclusion that different people have different developmental goals. And all these developmental goals that you study in the example is nothing but it is asking for income or money, whether it is the prosperous farmer of Punjab, or it is the landless laborer, or it is a boy who is educated and is looking for employment, or it is a Adivasi who has been displaced because he was also looking for income as a basis of earning wages. Now when we come to the next thing, that is the last example I took was the Adivasi. Developmental goal for the Adivasi is that he requires a place to settle and he requires enough money to earn his living. On the other hand, the dam that has been constructed by the industrialists, the purpose is progress, prosperity, so that power can be generated. So the developmental goal of the industrialists is to generate power, to go for prosperity, whereas the developmental goal of the Adivasi, if he is displaced, is a regular supply of income or a place to settle. So in the end, we can say different people have different developmental goals which can be conflicting. I hope you have understood the concept of growth and development. We move further after studying about developmental goals to income and other goals. Now when we studied about the examples of, say, the educated girl in the urban city, the rich and prosperous farmer of Punjab, the Adivasis of the Narmada Valley, we found out that income is an important factor. Now why is income an important factor? Because income helps us to buy materialistic goods. But we have also seen in the examples that everything is not about materialistic goods. People also desire for non-materialistic goods. People seek for equal treatment, freedom, job security, respect, and no discrimination. So, developmental goals that people have is not about only money, but other important things in life. So, we can say development people look for is a mix of goals.